President Muhammadu Buhari government contributed to the Almajiri problem in the north. An elder statesman, Alhaji Tanko Yakansai, has said the refusal of the Major General Muhammadu Buhari's administration to build on the successes recorded by the Goodluck Jonathan's government has largely contributed to the difficulty in finding lasting solutions to the Almajiri Menace in the north. Yakansai said this in a telephone interview when he was reacting to the issue raised by the Emir of Kano, Muhammadu Sanusi II, during the 60th birthday celebration of Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai. The monarch, who said the North was destroying itself by refusing to invest in the future of its children. He also said the quota system, which some have argued was skewed in favor of the North, was no longer fashionable. Yakansai said Goodluck Jonathan, who was not a Northerner, considered the Almajiri problem a Nigeria problem, even though the practice is predominantly in the North. He took practical steps to find a lasting solution to this problem. He built and equipped schools where these children who are roaming the street will be housed and given Western and Islamic education to make them useful to themselves and the society. What has happened to this initiative, he asks. We now have a Northerner as president and a Northerner as Minister of Education. Have they even considered fine-tuning this initiative if they find the previous attempt defective? We must begin to tell ourselves the truth. Times are changing. We as a people who must make the necessary adjustment to change with the times. It is not enough to say we have a problem. We must bring solutions and be prepared to make steps to implement these solutions when they are brought forward. An All Progressive Congress leader, Alhaji Abdullahi Jallo, said while federal might was important in the search for solutions to the problems in the North, the bulk of the solutions lie with the state governments, he said. We have to consider the fact that we have about 10 or so northern states where this problem is prevalent. I know Kano and Kaduna State are doing something to address these challenges. It is a serious problem, and to solve it, we need to sensitize the people from the local level because this issue is more cultural than religious. It's good that some of these northern elites are beginning to see this Almajiri issue as a problem, and I believe once it's been talking about, they will find a lasting solution to it. And as we all know, this Almajiri problem can be traced back to 1922 when the colonial administration stopped giving their support to the Islamic education following the establishment of the first teachers training college in Katsina State. The challenges plaguing this Islamic system of education in Nigeria have failed owing to the northern political leaders who are squarely responsible for this failure to have a fully integrated Quranic system of education with basic education. And I believe they are beginning to see the need, just as some days ago the Kano State Governor Ganduje came out openly and banned the begging of this Almajiri on the street, even threatening to arrest their parents if they are ever seen begging on the street. And he even said that they should go back to school and they start teaching them English and arithmetic along with their Islamic education. And just that, the problem with Nigerian politicians and Nigerian politics, I don't know if it's because most of these political, in fact, not most, all these political parties lack an ideology. No one can come and say this is what we stand for. And one of the major problems we face in this our democracy is lack of continuity of policies. If a new government comes in, that's why we see abandoned projects everywhere. If you look every corner, you see abandoned projects everywhere because of lack of this continuity. And that is what this man, Yakasai, is coming out to say. That how wish the Buhari's government have continued with what the Jonathan's government started. In fact, Jonathan was an angel sent to the north. Because according to the report that we had, that the administration of the former president, Goodluck Jonathan, reportedly spent about 15 million naira on the construction of more than 100 modern schools in the north to reduce the number of children roaming the streets in the region. But as I'm speaking to you right now, did you know that those properties have been vandalized because the northern governors refuse to honor their own part of the memorandum of understanding? Because the project was the Goodluck Jonathan's government decided to pass through the Universal Basic Education Council and did not give this money to these governors, and they refuse to take part in the program, which is now the most of the problem. And now this Kaduna State government is coming out to say that these children should go back to school. That is the problem with us, without concrete reason or problem. So the problem now is money. So if they don't give them money for this project to give it to who they like, the contractor, which means this project will not work, and that is the failure of our government. So please and please and please, I will beg other states to take cue from the Kaduna State government and the Kano State government to look for a lasting solution to this thing. And I will urge the Buhari's government and the Minister of Education to go back to the drawing board. We know that the project was started by Goodluck Jonathan, who is a PDP. But this is a good project, and so much money, taxpayers' money, have been spent on this project. Why can't they continue with it? Since they don't have their own idea to continue with. Or they should look for a better way to find a lasting solution to this begging. And this is what is degenerating into this Boko Haram terrorists and all these different groups. We are hearing bandits here kidnapping people, terrorists harassing and killing people every day. I think this is what they should look. This is what they should look and tackle. Instead of clamoring for sponsorship for Boko Haram bill to bring them back to the society. This is a big problem. Please, my people, I will want to know your opinion concerning this matter. Just go to the comment section and share your opinion with us, so that we also know, and so that your voice will be heard, and people will know that we are following them and we are aware of what is happening in this government. Thank you for coming to Awakes Network, and do well to subscribe if this is your first time. Stay blessed.